What is it about personalization that when it's working well, it's really great, and when it isn't, it's hilarious? I'm Jeff MacIntyre from Bucket Studio, and I'm here to share something between a recruitment ad and a book report with you about what 4 to 5 years now in connected experience practice has taught me, because we need to avoid instances like this. What are these? I call them Perso Fails, and it's areas, highly patterned areas, where we see personalization failing, even with the most mammoth companies in the world, the ones that are apparently the pioneers, like Netflix and Amazon. So if personalization is the sexiest thing that no one is doing, maybe that helps to explain why we have some of these challenges. And if I'm not no one, then I've got an encouragement for you to lean into this. Because what I've seen in trying to get to shovel-ready solutions, quick time to value, is that there's a way of bringing design into the equation of delivering connected experiences. That is a single customer experience that's reliant upon multiple systems of record, that is reproducible and doesn't require magical thinking. In fact, it avoids overfitting. It avoids the dream kitchen becoming the disaster scenario. And I've seen those as well. But I think that one of the greatest challenges is what I call the personalization gap, which is the place that we're living, between aspiration and reality for many of us. And yet the personalization gap, while it sometimes looks like talent or technology or even budget, I can tell you it's none of the above. And if it was at one time executive fan fiction and still remains true today for those who don't understand IA before AI, there's a more intentional, thoughtful present that you can see some opportunity in. And I think what's important to start doing is collecting the stories of the results that people like you, people like my clients are experiencing, and find ways, avenues where we can share those anecdotes safely, confidentially, or when possible in more public settings like this one. So when we're trying to solve for a connected experience, we're working between the altitude of the job to be done, if you will, and the customer journey, solving at the level of context. And we have what I call the 3 on-ramps in progressive personalization. And they each ladder into a different mode of experience, from automation to customization to personalization via content recommendations. And at the heart of it is the opportunity to really reproduce key moments in your customer journey and reproduce them in a way that doesn't require replatforming, doesn't require a vast amount of content rework or reconditioning, and certainly doesn't even, in many cases, require new technology. So if you had that opportunity to commit to the fuller surface area of your content commitments, to realize that you do need to be leaning in to an experience that is connected, then we start to see that design is ultimately what we're talking about with the personalization gap. And that there has been too long a narrow and skeptical and unserious dialogue about this. But there are brighter days ahead. And, there's some wonderful experts out there. The Consortium of Personalization Professionals is one such group. I'm bringing along a community of practice that I'm starting in very primitive, basic alpha this year. Those who are attending the session at OmnichannelX 2021 will have an invitation. They are limited in availability, and I'm offering free strategy and coaching through this year because I believe in this so strongly, and I want to find ways that we can collect, assemble, share information, learn from failure as much as we learn from success, but also have a cross-vendor conversation. The dialogue has been too stovepiped for too long. So if you're connected, experienced, curious, take that next step. There's resources out there. I couldn't encourage you more strongly. If I go any further, this becomes an Uncle Sam ad, but I really, really believe that there's value there. And practitioners, product owners, your line of business, it's all up for grabs. So I hope to see you at OmnichannelX 2021. And in the meantime, and beyond then, on Twitter. Thanks for your time.